I don't think he sees the guy right there. Does find the guy planting the bomb. Parlays it into his second. 1v3, looking for the clutch, looking for the last two. He's gonna find one. Another one watching with us.
Absolutely a must-make because of the ease of
easy
them.
What? The rest of his team is slowly collapsing. The Sombra is the last one. Oh, and then Fredex with the clutch.
Ella gonna get the Nair, starting up the Nair train. Boy cannot get out of it. What are we gonna see? Forward air, then down air.
Taking some form of space outside the spawn door, but Dragonblade's gonna look to take it right back with a huge shatter. Oh my god! Another pick! Another pick! Oh, he just keeps going in the fifth bang! Hard point in the hand of the other team. Toxic trying to find one, finds a second. Does he get the 30?
Finishes off with the pistol!
The entire team in front of him, and he's gonna find for the ace, actually!
Push all in the corner, and Gingy staying deep instead of going defensive like usual.
Oh my god, his kickoff probably was a 4-piece.
Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Shenandoah Esports. My name is Will Jenkins. Joining me on the desk is Ben Kincaid, and we have some absolute, just great Rocket League for you guys tonight as Shenandoah takes on Mary Washington.
Yeah, Mary Washington and SU looking to pick up a last-ditch win here for both squads, right? This is expected to be a pretty close game, right? We know that Shenandoah and Mary Washington are pretty evenly matched, but when you look at the previous matches that both of these squads have had, they're both very hit or miss, up and down, against similar opponents, against not similar opponents. Like, for instance, I believe, SU beat Rutgers, but then Rutgers lost to Mary Washington. Yeah. It's all like hey, the Raiders beat the Patriots won the Super Bowl, so technically the Raiders would be the
Well, yeah,
Super
that's
Bowl
how it
champion,
works.
Right? Yeah. But that's kind of what we're looking at today, so who knows where this one will go, but very excited nonetheless to see what happens.
Yeah, it should be an absolutely phenomenal game. I was talking with one of the coaches before trying to get a gauge of the competition, and the coaches and a couple of the players were really kind of like, yeah, this is a winnable game as long as we don't play terribly, you know?
Well,
because this is not a team you should be sleeping on. Sure, they might not show it with their record or with their previous results, but they have the potential to do some damage. So definitely going to really keep Shenandoah on their toes, keep them on pace to try and execute the game plans that they've implemented.
Yeah, it's really going to come down to if Mango's really on his A game today, right? Because Mango, the more experienced player on this roster, the veteran player for this SU Rocket League team. We already see Eliminathan and Kiazi as well. Also very positive additions for this squad, but everything kind of revolves around Mango being able to find these angles towards this net, right? Alongside a limb helping with these passing lanes, and Kiazi doing a great job holding down the fort on the defensive end here for SU. So, yeah, if everyone there's Mango himself right there, already looking energized, ready to go. A little wave to the camera. Love to see it. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see kind of what happens here, because all of these players have carry potential, right? Because everyone on this SU squad is very good at what they do. But if they don't come out as a team, it could look not great. But we could that's not what I meant to say. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. But, yeah, this is a best of 5, so they have a lot of time to work on stuff if game 1 does not go well. But, yeah, SU looking strong, looking to try to pick up this win.
Yeah, and you talked about really needing Mango to be on his game because, frankly, I don't think it's any surprise that he is the playmaker for this squad.
Yeah.
Their plans really run through him and make sure that what they want to execute starts with him.
Yeah.
And I think as they've gone through the season, they've gotten better of really trying to lean off that a bit. But still, it's a team game for a reason. So you're still going to be relying on these people, not these people, the rest of your teammates, for just pretty much every play. You know, you're not going to be able to win a game completely on your own. And I think as a team, this team just, as a team with teamwork, they've just gotten way better over time with that, and it's really helped them succeed towards the latter part of the season. And I think the biggest jump in that boost for them was definitely the collision on the coast that they went to. They didn't find a lot of success there, but it was more so about the principle and the teamwork aspect that they got out of it, and we saw fairly good improvement from every single player since that LAN.
And one thing that I've taken from their last semester playing together and now this semester, that they've gotten a lot better at capitalizing on mistakes that the opponents make, right? They have been able to recognize these rotations, these patterns that the other team is going through in their rotations, right? And especially recognizing where these defensive plays and these attacks are going to come from to really get that ball out of that position and then really go on an offensive attack of their own with Elim, with Mango, and then Kiazi, again, sitting kind of in that midfield, preventing a clear coming through from the enemy team. Yeah,
and they've done a great job with that, but they need to stay consistent on defense. We've seen too many lapses. If they get ahead by 1 or 2 goals, they tend to sit back, not continue to push the initiative, and it costs them leads that we've seen them fumble essentially away. And so hopefully we don't see that today, obviously, but I want to see a little more consistency on defense. I want to see consistent rotation throughout the entire game, not just all of a sudden everyone's back in the net because we're getting absolutely bombarded. No, constantly have those rotations. Look for the eliminations around so you can prevent them from boost starving you, stuff like that. Control the tempo, take back the game, play at your own pace. Don't play at the pace that the other team dictates. Because once you try and play that game of, okay, well, we'll just match your tempo, you fall into their hands essentially, and it can cost you.
Yeah, and one thing we've seen with this team on the offensive side, right, is sometimes they'll overcommit. Right? They've had a lot of triple commits not go their way. Once you don't get the ball in the net, no one's on that rotate, and that clear will come through, and then the enemy team has that open net to really strike and really punish those overextensions that sometimes SU will bring out. Sometimes it works in their favor, but sometimes they do it when they don't really have to, right? They have that lead, they have that 2-0, they have that cushion, and then they try to get too aggressive, leaving out an empty goal, and then all of a sudden your insurance goal is gone, and now you have to really be on your A game to really try to win that insurance goal back, but also not allow them to tie it back up.
And that's always the tricky thing I always say about Rocket League is how different the game is. You will never have the same 2 games in a row. You could have one game where you lose 10-0, next game could be 3-2, and then the game after that could be 5-0 in your favor. It's just so hard to predict. I mean, obviously when there's a very large skill differential between 2 teams, like let's say the high school team and a RLCS team, like obviously there's going to be a big difference there, but overall, it's just so hard to judge every single game of a set of Rocket League. So we could really see pretty much anything today. Like, you could flip a coin for every single match.
Yeah, and that's kind of the consensus that we got from some of the players, right? Because both of these squads play a very interesting game, right? And it is coin flippy the way that these 2 squads do like to approach this game. And with that being said, we don't really know where this is really going to lean heavily on. If it's going to be extremely SU dominant, Mary Washington dominant, or just kind of in the middle, trying to find this middle ground, close 1-0, 2-1 score lines for these games. But like you said, Rocket League is a very fast-paced game, right? So scores can really get kind of blown out of proportions where from what you're actually seeing in the game. So scores don't often mean everything, but it's going to be interesting to kind of see who takes this first foot, who gets this first game down, and if they can keep the momentum going. We see the squad there on one cam, Mango, like, hey, what the heck? This is my time to shine, right?
Yeah, coach stealing the limelight right there. But one thing I'm really excited to see out of this squad, you know, they're having fun, they're energetic, but when it comes time for the game, they're just laser focused and locked in. Nothing's gonna bother them.
Yeah.
And I think it's indicative of what they've been able to do all season, how they've been able to grow as players and as a team. It just really, it's one of my favorite things to personally do. As long as I've been a broadcaster here at Shenandoah, is to see the teams at the beginning of the season versus the end, and sometimes it's night and day. One great example of that is this team last year. I mean, it was just absolutely not great to start things off, but by the end they were very, very good. Well, not very good, but they were competing very well, and they were keeping up with a lot of really good teams. And I've seen kind of that growth with this team, and it's always refreshing to see that. And that's also part of, it goes to show how good of a coach Easy and Qualark are. They've been absolutely phenomenal for this squad, really helping them get that direction for this season.
Yeah, Qualark especially really working on the teamwork aspect of this squad, right? Because this is only their second semester together as a full team, right? So they're still kind of working through these bumps of how they want to play the game together. But Qualark has a very defined way that he likes to play the game and is trying to get his team to do so. And they've been able to do that so far, right? They have been looking good. They've had great moments. And from last semester, right, we saw more of individualistic kind of play styles coming through from the squad. But now these passing lanes are starting to open up and appear in kind of their game sense and in their minds, and they are able to hit those passes, and it's pretty much opened up a whole different side of this SU squad.
Yeah, and here we go, starting off with game number 1. Kickoff going to be 50-50 between both these teams. Shenandoah in blue, something to keep an eye on their ball in the half of Mary Washington to start things off here. And we see an early shot on net, not quite going to find anything. Great save there by Irk, and nothing going to come of it for this side of Shenandoah.
Yeah, but still, the pressure still getting put on by this SU squad. The demo coming through, good backup there from Mango, trying to get the shot on goal. Will go just over the University of Mary Washington player there. First goal here within the first 30 seconds here for SU.
Yeah, Mango looking nice and happy that he was able to lob that over the defense and puts it in the back of the net. He is ready and amped up to win this one as Shenandoah 30 seconds in. Starts off with a early lead, and now it's about to be doubled. Eliminate is going to actually steal that goal away from Kiazi, but Shenandoah doesn't really care. It's 2-0 in their favor to start things off here.
Yeah, Kiazi just winning that kickoff. That's how fast you can score in a game like this. 3 seconds in, 34 seconds in total, and it's already 2-0 in favor of SU. But mind you, this is best of 5, so where game 1 can go so good, game 2 might not, right? But we still have 4 minutes to go here. Plenty of time for Mary Washington to try to claw this game back, trying to tie it up now. They have good aggression here, but the rotations, the aerials coming through here from the SU squad, trying to finally find this clear is Mango with boost of his own, possibly able to make a play here, unable to connect with the ball off that corner. Kiazi following up, but again, Spam there in position to follow up with the goal. The aerial just barely missing. Again, a shot on goal from SU, not able to connect. The defense coming through for Mary Washington.
And it's so close right there by Shenandoah to put that ball in the back of the net, but just barely misses out on it. And Mary Washington counting their lucky stars that one didn't wind up in the back of the net and increase the Shenandoah lead to even more. But right now, Shenandoah is just absolutely pressuring this Mary Washington side. I talked about playing at your own pace and not into the pace of the other team.
Right.
And right now, Shenandoah is in full control of this game from the start, and they have been absolutely phenomenal to start things off here. While I say that, though, Mary Washington trying to get an attack of their own, but nothing quite going to come of it. And Mango should be able to clear this one right out and start an attack of his own.
Yeah, pass down to Kiazi Electro. However, in position to try to get that save. Will be able to do so. Now trying to find this clear. Mango again off of that crossbar. Elim possibly able to follow up. No, not quite. The boost not there. And the demo coming through as well onto Kiazi. This could be the moment that Mary Washington were looking for. But Mango again able to find that one, taking it around the corner, trying to find this cross, this play by himself. These crosses coming through left and right from SU, but no one able to follow up just yet.
Yeah, and right now, Shenandoah just kind of trying to keep that ball away from their net, keeping it in the middle or towards the half of University of Mary Washington. And that ball is barely going to sneak through. Mango with the ever so slightest touch to move that ball out of the path, put it in the back of the net, and nets his second goal of game number 1 here. Just barely enough to put on it and put it in the back of the net. Really just a phenomenal job right there, and fantastic aerial control out of Mango.
Yeah, just barely able to get that slight touch to push that ball to that bottom left corner here. Now just trying to get these clears. They have that 3-0 cushion, but don't let up on the gas, right? This is something that we don't want to see from the side of SU that they have done in the past. Clears coming through now for Mary Washington. Irk trying to get something going on the side of Mary Washington, but unable to do so. No boost to their name. Now the clears trying to come through here. Kiazi trying to get that hit, but again, Electro in position. Elim now shoving it over towards Kiazi's half of the field here. Elim, no boost, tossing it up to possibly Kiazi, unable to connect, but Mango again trying to follow up. You can see Shenandoah are trying to take these shots, but are just barely missing on the ball.
Yeah, and the team plays there. It's just the last little bit of finishing you need to really put it in the back of the net. Just not quite there, but Shenandoah isn't going to be too worried about that right now as they're 3-0 up, and Elim almost makes it 4-0 right there. Went for the flip reset onto the ball, not quite able to get all 4 points onto the top of that and reset the flip. But on that end, Elim and Mango going to connect for a great goal here. For fantastic team play between the two of them. Elim takes it off the side, reads the bounce, or Mango reads the bounce and is able to put it in the back of the net. Really just great job of being in the right place at the right time, and Mango hat trick in this one.
Yeah, hat trick there for Mango. 4-0 now in favor of the Hornets. 1:15 to go here in game number 1. Not out of it just yet. Mary Washington, a minute. Still a lot of time, but Elim possibly putting the dagger through the hearts of Mary Washington, but unable to do so. Not able to find that angle onto that goal. Kiazi now trying to get aggressive. Elim now back on that rotation. Will be able to get that touch and force that one over to that far corner. And Spam there almost saving the goal for SU. Again, shots coming left and right from Mary Washington, but nothing going in just yet.
I think Mary Washington just saved 2 goals for Shenandoah in the span of 20 seconds, which is not what you want to see if you're Mary Washington trying to get a goal back with 30 seconds left. Highly unlikely a comeback here in this one. 30 seconds remaining on the clock. Kiazi going to pick up a save to add to those to the point total. And meanwhile, that's an awkward ball, but what a save by Mango. Stands tall in the face of pressure, keeps it out of the goal. However, Kiazi barely missing that one, and Electro puts it in the back of the net, and the clean sheet is ruined for Shenandoah.
Yeah, Electro just able to find that clear. Kiazi just unable to make it there in time. Will get a point on the board here in game 1, 4-1 now. Still in favor of SU, but with 15 seconds left, not looking likely that Mary Washington will be able to claw this one back here in game number 1. But like we said earlier, it is a best-of-5 game 1. Wow. Doesn't look great for Mary Washington. Very recoverable on their side here. 3 seconds left, 2-1. All that has to happen is the ball will touch the ground. Game number 1 going over to the Hornets.
Yeah, and really from start to finish, Shenandoah played absolutely phenomenal. The 1 goal was a bit unfortunate in that one, but misses happen.
Yeah.
And they had a large enough cushion for it, so it ended up working out in their favor. But really just phenomenal team play from Shenandoah. And meanwhile, on the side of Mary Washington, things just kind of seemed like they weren't linking together well. They were just seemingly existing on their own, not trying to really form any plays really to set up their players to score, and it cost them in the end. But again, this is what I talked about, playing at the tempo of the other team rather than your own speed, it'll cost you. And we saw several instances where Mary Washington just didn't have enough boost to contest shots, and it cost them that. It cost them the first game.
Yeah, and props to Mango as well here on the side of SU. The reads that they've had on the ball in game number 1, able to get that hat trick, those slight touches and knowing where to be at the right time, right? Able to put SU ahead early in that game. And the defense, again, coming through from Kiazi and Elim, able to find those clears. While one goal does go in a little later in the game, but there's only 15 seconds left. They've already done their part in game number 1 as we are looking to jump into game number 2 here very shortly. What do you expect to see change from both sides?
I think I'm going to expect to see Mary Washington try and get a little more aggressive in this one, see some more demos as they try and match this Shenandoah tempo. Meanwhile, early shot on net by Shenandoah doesn't quite go in, almost does. Mango trying to weave his way through the defense, not quite going to be able to find anything. And now clear going to come out from University of Mary Washington as they try and secure a goal here. Mango, though, right place, right time, but not there for the rebound. Electro strikes early here for University of Mary Washington. Signs of life after an unfortunate start for Mary Washington.
Yeah, Urk able to get that first touch onto Mango. Mango already up in the air, not a lot of boost to their name. Allows Electro to find that follow-up cleanly from the University of Mary Washington there now. It's up to SU to try to fight to get this goal back. But again, the clears coming through. Elim possibly with a shot on goal there, yes, but Spam in the area to get that touch, to get that save. And now just passing it back and forth, trying to keep this ball in this corner. Mango has a lot of boost to work with here if he wants to try to make something happen. But Urk, again, with the clears. Mango just trying to force this ball into this corner. Elim is keeping it there. Mango still almost has full boost now at about half. Kiazi, they're just trying to swap in and out into this corner, but just unable to get it through the defense of Mary Washington.
Yeah, and right now, one thing I've noticed from Shenandoah to start things off here is how aggressive they've been playing, bumping the players of UMW off the ball whenever they get near it, bullying them away from this from these boost pads. We see Mango with an Elim. If I would compare the Shenandoah team to an NBA basketball team, this is the bully ball Pistons right now from Michael Jordan's era. I mean, they are just absolutely just beating up the opposition for UMW. However, you got to be careful now here on the defense. Elim going to be able to get to that ball before UMW, and now that ball should be cleared by SU, and that's going to take an awkward bounce. Is that going to go in the back of the net? No, it hits just too high on the net and ricochets off the backboard.
Yeah, you can see Elim and Mango here trying to find these angles to set up these plays together, this tag team kind of approach that they've been doing, but they're just unable to get through the strong defense so far of Mary Washington. Urk and Spam are always in position. The cross now onto this corner. No one really in position, but Elim not able to get there in time for the side of the Hornets. Kiazi now sending it back off of that corner. Electro now trying to find this clear. Kiazi, no boost left, unable to follow up on that touch that looked pretty good if he did have that boost in his back pocket. Urk now trying to find the cross, but Electro just whiffs, and now this could be the opportunity that Elim was looking for, one-on-one against Spam, but Electro able to get back in time with the boost that they had remaining to get that save on the side of University of Mary Washington here. But now still Electro trying to find these clears. Mango keeping it in favor of SU. Elim trying to find these clears back and forth. Kiazi has to make contact, will be able to do so, but the follow-up off of the post from Mary Washington. Still a 1-point game, 2 minutes remaining.
Yeah, and right now it's just full-on slugging out of both schools in this one. Just sending the ball down the other end, taking shot after shot on net, and then being like, okay, we've dealt with that. Now we're going to send it on your side and do the exact same thing. And right now, it is just absolute back and forth between these two squads. One goal out of an entire game with just under 2 minutes left to play in this one. This could go any way. One goal is enough to swing the momentum completely in your favor in this one. And UMW, while they're still attacking, has a lot to deal with. Meanwhile, that was almost a killer mistake right there out of Shenandoah. Nothing going to quite come of it, as ball's just going to be hit back and forth, looking like a game of ping pong right now. But Kiazi just weaving his way through the defense. Urk is going to have to be there to deal with it. Kiazi is going to send that ball back towards the side of UMW. Mango trying to find a goal. 3 in the last game. Nothing to answer for, though, in this one.
Yeah, Mango trying to find that corner angle there, but the clear's not able to come through. The ball will be missed there by Kiazi, but Elim able to come in, keep this game a 1-2 score affair here, but 1-0, 50 seconds left. The clears have just looked that much better on the side of Mary Washington. SU has not been able to find these clears, not having been able to find these angles. Mango with a shot on goal, however, might go in. Will not go in the goal. Mary Washington able to keep that one out barely. Mango trying to be basic, trying to find this angle, but the wall that Mary Washington were able to form there holds strong.
They had a triple commit onto that goal, and that ball did not go in the back of the net. I swear that entire ball was in there, but not quite going to be enough there from Shenandoah. They need more. 10 seconds left in this one. Ball going to be sent across. Spam is going to be able to bump that out, but Shenandoah doing a great job keeping that up. Mango with the shot in the net, but what a save by Electro. Spam trying to get this ball to touch the ground. Elim pops the ball up in the air. That ball is going to go back towards the middle. Mango's going to get demoed, and UMW will take game number 2 in just spectacular fashion right there.
Yeah, the defense coming in huge from Mary Washington. We saw they had the angles to possibly get that goal in. Mango a little upset with himself there, but it's only game 2. It's okay. We're tied 1-1. It is a best of 5, right? Regroup. Don't get in your heads too much because there is still a lot of Rocket League left to be played. Yeah,
absolutely. And with how close that game was, if I'm Shenandoah, I'm okay with that result. Yes, it's a bit unfortunate. Yes, that goal not going in was an absolute heartbreaker. But you still have, at minimum, 2 more games to play, so you better lock in, get ready, and forget that game even happened because, like Mitchell Fine always says, all the greats have short-term memory.
Yeah, and we're seeing now the coaches talking with the team there. We see Easy there on behind the players there, trying to get everyone back under control, right? Being, hey, it's okay.
Yeah, calm down a bit.
We lose them sometimes. It's no biggie, right? 1-1 now, the series score here. Mary Washington, the defense coming up huge in this game here. But on the side of SU, they just weren't able to find those shots, those angles that they were able to find in game number 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this a completely different direction. Where do you think the stadium is? I'm gonna
Where
say
do
Portugal.
I think it is?
I'm gonna say Portugal.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Yeah, it looks good. Maybe. Yeah.
You're not gonna take a guess at this?
I have no idea. Idea. I have no idea.
It's a deer with no eyes.
Hey, maybe. Who knows? Kiazi now trying to find this angle here. Mary Washington able to find the clear here. But again, this is what we saw at the start of game number 2. Mary Washington just having this pressure that SU just hasn't been able to find these clears off of this pressure that Mary Washington has been putting them under.
I don't know. They did fine on defense besides the goal that they let in. Like, it's an unfortunate goal, but it's the defensive skill of both these teams in that last game was really put on display. I mean, we saw how close Mango was to putting that ball in the back of the net. Just unfortunate that it wasn't. Meanwhile, Elim going to be able to safely get that ball to the back from going into the back of his net. Really just phenomenal job there. Kiazi with a top-bin shot. That's going to go right in the top corner and give Shenandoah the lead 50 seconds into this game number 3.
And look at the pass play, right? Elim recognizes the communication is there between Elim and Kiazi, taking that ball off of that wall and just launching it towards the front of Kiazi's car. Kiazi angling the hood of his car just at the right angle to get that shot high and on target onto that goal. An early goal here within the first minute here for SU. That's something that you want to try to ride that momentum. Elim does not have enough boost to possibly catch up with this one, but Kiazi now trying to follow up, trying to set up Mango for a possible kill shot here on this attack play, but will opt not to go for this triple commit. Possibly wise there from the Hornets as a clear does come through for Mary Washington.
Yeah, Elim going to deal with that one, send that ball back towards the UMW side. And now Shenandoah finds himself on the counterattack immediately. Kiazi going to try and adjust himself into the air, but not quite going to be enough. Elim going to miss. Mango with a shot onto net. Spam with a fantastic save. And now Mary Washington should be able to clear, but a defensive mishap right there. Elim almost capitalizes on it, sending it into the back of the net, but not quite going to be able to find the last little bit. Mango with his Gonna take his chances with that shot on net, not quite gonna find anything, and now it's just back and forth between these teams. Kiazi almost getting a lucky bounce right there in a deflection off the defender, and Kiazi must have heard me say something as he puts it in the back of the net for his second goal of game number 3.
Yeah, these crosses just coming out left and right from SU. Mango finding that corner angle there, and Kiazi already ready for the pass to come through. 2-0 now in favor of the Hornets. 3-4 to go left in game number 3 here. Mary Washington has not had the opportunity to get any offensive prowess going in this game number 3.
Yeah, they really haven't. Shenandoah has done a phenomenal job at keeping that ball in their end and just absolutely peppering the goal with shot after shot after shot. Mango going to take a shot right there and not quite going to find anything. Spam going to deal with it. Urk now trying to get that ball out of his own end. Kiazi keeping the pressure on for Shenandoah, just hitting the ball every possible way, and is going to be able to find his own hat trick of the match. Third goal right there from Kiazi. Just says, I don't need you guys, I'll do it all on my own. Just not a lot of boost either, and it just saves just enough to get onto the end of that ball and put it in the back of the net for his 3rd goal of game number 3.
Yeah, Kiazi with the hat trick coming up huge, just in the right positions at the right time here for SU. 3-0 now in favor of the Hornets. 2:27 left to go. The save as well coming through from Kiazi. Kiazi having one heck of a game so far in game number 3. He is everywhere. Mango now trying to find this clear. Has the boost available. This should be a goal for the Hornets. Yes, it is Mango with a perfect clear and a perfect follow-up on his own pass.
Did you see the goal explosion? Wait, no, never mind. I was about to make a joke, but that is very clearly not Mango. I was going to say it's Fruit Punch, but Mango's usually not in Fruit Punch.
That's true.
I'm going to stop talking and start talking about Rocket League. 4-0 in favor of Shenandoah, looking more like game number 1 here. UMW was able to barely hold on that past game, but their defense has looked way different than it did the last game, and that's just the way Rocket League is. You look fantastic one game, and the next game you look completely different. It's one of the hardest things to really explain in esports.
Yeah, and with a fast-paced game here like Rocket League, right, there is a lot of potential to just find these 1 or 2 angles on this goal, and the ball, it moves fast, right? And it moves even faster when your car is hitting it at high speeds, because
typically that's how the game works.
Yeah,
you hit the ball with your car, the ball moves faster.
It usually moves faster. Yeah, you're right. But Alim now trying to find the cross here over to Mango. Will opt not to follow up. Kiazi taking a shot on goal, but Urk is there to get that save. Elim opting to back up here, trying to get some boost, trying to switch out now. Back and forth. All members here on SU opting to play this defensive side when it is needed, right? And I love to see it, right? Because we often see Mango on this aggressive side, but so far he's been playing pretty aggressive. He knows that Kiazi and Elim have been able to find these angles. Elim trying to make something happen in the air, won't be able to do so, but another shot on goal from Mango there. Urk there. Try to keep it close, but with a minute left, down 4 goals, it's going to be hard for Mary Washington.
Yeah, it's going to be especially hard for Mary Washington if you can't leave your own half of the field. Shenandoah just keeping pressure on them, not allowing them any breathing room, really just choking them out here. And Elam's going to further place a detriment in the favor of in the direction of Mary Washington with a Elam right there. 30 seconds left in this one. I think it's safe to say Shenandoah in prime position to take this.
Yeah, this game definitely looks all done and dusted. 15 seconds left here for Mary Washington, trying to get something on the goal, much like they did in game number 1, but SU not wanting to let them have this one. 5 seconds left remaining. Ball over in Mary Washington's half of the field. The clear coming through, but that one is going to hit the ground. That'll wrap up game 3, 2-1 series lead for the Hornets.
Yeah, and really just phenomenal recovery there by Shenandoah. You have a backbreaker of a loss, and you really just come back in the next one and just absolutely dominate. Kiazi 3 goals, Mango with the other, I believe, or was it?
Mango,
Mango, because he had the solo goal.
Yeah.
But really just phenomenal team play overall by them, and fantastic defense. I mean, the same could have been said about last game, except for the 1 goal that they gave up. But it was really just a unfortunate mistake there, and it goes to show just how far this team has come. It goes to show how well they work as a team and together to really help keep this dream alive as they are in the last game of MAEC in this one, and right now they're in prime position to take it. Yeah, one game seals the deal.
And with game 3 there, right, we saw a lot of these passing plays start to open up, right? We saw Elim to Kiazi, Mango to Kiazi as well. And that's the communication kind of coming alive in this team. We know, at least I'm positive that there had to be some type of communication coming through from the squad there.
I'd say it's a pretty safe bet.
I mean, you saw Elim going slow off of that wall and then taking that one burst of speed, launching that towards Kiazi's car there to open up with the first goal of the game here, as we will kick off now. Game number 4, kickoff in favor there of SU. Kiazi with a possible on-goal. Mango with the follow-up. We could hear him scream behind us. 1-0 in the first 6 seconds of game number 4.
And he is hyped up and ready to go, and with a splash makes an impact here in game number 4. 6 seconds into the game is all Mango needs to give Shenandoah the lead as they chase this match point.
Mango now trying to find that clear into that corner. The follow-up from Elim will not connect just yet. Kiazi now just trying to keep it back over in Mary Washington's half of the pitch here. Full boost almost here for Mango. Shot on goal from Mary Washington. Well defended there by the Hornets. Kiazi still just trying to find these clears on side of SU. Elim finally able to find one back over into that corner. Not able to get that demo, however, onto Urk, which could have been huge. We'll find one there. Instead, the touch not
What was that?
Not in position to get that touch under that crossbar. But again, the aggression coming through from the Hornets. Mango trying to find these shots, unable to do anything with it just yet. But a minute in, and it's looking all SU.
Yeah, and it's looking pretty much like the last game. It's just full aggression from SU, and there's not much Mary Washington can do. Ball is just trapped in their own end, and it's not like they're getting boost starved. It's just they're not doing much with the boost that they have in hand. As we see them finally be able to get the ball out and immediately just get blown up and sent back to their own half. So really just Shenandoah doing a great job of making sure that they get punished for leaving their own half of the field, essentially.
Yeah, and these clears have been coming through huge, but the 50-51 by Spam, they're unable to make solid contact with that ball. I believe that was Elim just barely missing that one. He gets the demo, but just barely misses the ball, but it's okay. There's still 3.5 minutes left to go here in game number 4. We're tied up at 1-0-0 now in the minds of the players here. Kickoff heavily in favor of SU. They're trying to make something happen. Elim off the wall, trying to set up these passing angles yet again. Kiazi with a shot on goal, but Spam, they're able to contest and win that 50-50 for Mary Washington.
Yeah, and really just a great job there. And now we see Shenandoah get aggressive with UMW being in their own half and really just making sure to reset their tempo. But you got to be careful not to overextend in this scenario. We saw what happened with when Elim went for the elimination, wasn't able to quite find anything, and that ball is going to take an unfortunate bounce if you're Mary Washington and a fortunate bounce if you're Shenandoah. Just a great job right there by Kiazi being in the right place at the right time. No one on UMW was expecting that ball.
Yeah, and you can see in that instance there, Elim will set that ball in that bottom corner, but has that disrupt onto Spam there. Spam was in position to get that save, but the disrupt on that pathing meant that that bottom left corner was wide open for Kiazi to capitalize, and that's exactly what he did, getting that lead back in favor of the Hornets. Still a 1-goal difference here, 2:40 left to go in game number 4. But again, we can see the Hornets with a positive kind of aggression and ball possession here coming through from SU. Clears coming through now from Mango, just trying to keep it in favor of the Hornets, possibly able to do something on his own just off of that upper left corner there. Close call there for Mary Washington.
Very, very close for going in. Meanwhile, speaking of almost going in, Mango going to have to stop that ball from going in the back of his own net. And now we see Mary Washington start to get a little bit aggressive here in response to what Shenandoah has been doing to them the entire match so far. As soon as they've gotten into the blue half, it's just been aggression after aggression, and Mango is going to be able to lift that just over the defender of UNW and put it in the back of the net with 2 minutes to go. 2-goal advantage, and Shenandoah chasing the series point.
Yeah, and Mango there does not have any boost, right? He's just has that momentum from earlier on, able to find that goal, barely able to punch that ball right over Spam. Kiazi now with the possibility to capitalize, hopefully to advance this lead to 4-1, but instead will not be able to get the job done there. But still a nice cushion now for SU. 3-1 2-goal lead, a minute 40 to go here in game number 4. And again, the possession heavily in favor of the Hornets. Elim able to find that clear. And right now, Mary Washington just has to keep playing defense.
Yeah, and Mango right now going to style on UMW and not quite going to have it pay off. Ball almost goes in the back of the net, though. Mango really just putting the pressure on this UMW squad as they try and find 2 goals in the span of 1:15. Is it going to be enough for them to come back in this one, or is it going to spell disaster? Kiazi trying to help put pressure on it, but not quite going to find anything. Mango, Ariel going to come up, going to look for a reset on the side, going to look to leave that ball in the half of UNW, and now we have passed that minute mark, and we see the aggressiveness come out right now. Kiazi styling around them. Elim, no! Elim! Oh, no!
Elim just barely unable to make contact with that ball. The play was there, but still only 40 seconds left here for the side of Mary Washington. These clears again on target here. Electro has to come back trying to get these saves. 33 seconds left now on the clock, but Kiazi wants to lay on the damage. 4-1 now here for SU.
Yeah, and really just a phenomenal job by Kiazi. A little bit of disorientation by UMW, kind of not being in rotation, and that cost them the game, essentially. 3 goals in 30 seconds isn't entirely impossible, but it is highly unlikely, as Mango almost makes it 4. Super close right there. Kiazi tried to follow it up, but not quite going to be able to find anything. Got to be careful if you are Shenandoah to not get too aggressive in this one, because that was almost a UMW goal right there.
Yeah, 10 seconds left remaining. However, 3 goals in 10 seconds is not something that you will often see here
or ever see
in Rocket League, or ever see. Exactly 4 seconds now. The time ticking down. SU able to pick up yet another win here in the MAEC League. And yeah, great showing here from the squad.
Really just phenomenal job by Shenandoah to really control the pace of the game in almost every single point of the series. Like, they were just absolutely phenomenal and dominant and in control, with the exception of game number 2. I feel like they kind of let their identity slip a little bit, and as a result, it cost them a round, but they regained absolutely phenomenally and were able to seal away a great series.
Yeah, those last 2 games, right, were very heavily dependent on these passing lanes and finding these angles to get these demos and get these interrupts. The team play in those last 2 games were so much better than we saw even in game 1, where SU came out swinging again, winning that one 4-1 as well. Mary Washington trying to find a response, able to pick up game number 2 in a close 1-0, barely able to hold the line there towards the end, but SU didn't let it bother them. They regrouped, they regained their mental, and they came back even stronger and kept the ball rolling with the momentum from game 1.
Yeah, and just really just a phenomenal job by them to not let that 1-round loss get to them and close things out in spectacular fashion.
Yeah.
But don't go anywhere, folks. We will be right back with an interview with one of the players right after this.
Goal here within the first 30 seconds here for SU.
Yeah, Mango looking nice and happy that he was able to lob that over the defense and Kiazi, but Shenandoah doesn't really care. It's 2-0 in their favor to start things off here.
Yeah, Kiazi just winning that kickoff. That's how
that ball out of the path, put it in the back of the net, and nets his 2nd goal of game number 1 here. Just barely enough to put on it and put fantastic team play between the 2 of them. Elim takes it off the side, reads the bounce, or Mango reads the bounce, and is able to put it in the back of the net. Really just ruined for Shenandoah.
Yeah, Electro just able to find that clear. Kiazi just unable to make it there in time. Will get a point.
University of Mary Washington, signs of life after an unfortunate start for Mary Washington.
Yeah,
Shenandoah the lead 50 seconds into this game number 3.
And look at the pass play, right? Elim recognizes the communication is there between
game number 3.
Yeah, these crosses just coming out left and right from SU. Mango finding that corner angle there, and Kiazi.
Goal right there from Kiazi. Just says, I don't need you guys. I'll do it all on my own. Just not a lot of boost either, and it just saves just enough to get
on his own pass.
Did you see the goal explosion? Wait, no, that's, never mind. I was about to make a joke, but that is very clearly not Mango.
Dream behind us, 1-0 in the first 6 seconds of game number 4.
And he is hyped up and ready to go, and with a splash.
I believe that was a limb just barely missing that one. He gets the demo, but just barely misses the ball, but it's okay. There's still
an unfortunate bounce if you're Shenandoah. Just a great job right there by Kiazi being in the right place at the right time. No one on UNW and put it in the back of the net with 2 minutes to go. 2-goal advantage, and Shenandoah chasing this series.
4-1 now here for SU.
Yeah, and really just a phenomenal job by Kiazi. A little bit of disorientation by UNW.
Welcome back, everybody. We are joined by Kiazi here after the Rocket League win here. You guys are now 5-2, looking onwards towards playoffs here. What are the vibes right now coming off of that win, looking forward to this playoff run?
Well, 5-1, pretty good stats going into playoffs, I would say. Just one unfortunate game.
Yeah,
because a good team happens. With this win, yes, I think we're playing really good. I think we have this confidence going into playoffs. So I think we're going to do great.
Great things to hear, right, coming from you. And walk us through kind of what it was like after game 2, right, after that goal just barely did not go in. I saw Mango on the player camps a little frustrated with himself there, unable to squeeze that one through, but you regrouped very strongly. What was the mental after that game to keep it a very convincing win here?
Well, after the first game, 4-0, I think.
Yeah, 4-1.
4-1, yeah. We had that momentum going. Second game, kind of lost it, but we found it, and it was a close game.
Yeah.
Until the end. Again, kind of heartbreaking to score that one. But we just had that momentum still, and we the team brought it into game 3.
Yeah.
And we just blew them out of the water in game 3.
Yeah, just didn't let it really get to you, right? Just kind of brushed it off, didn't sit on it too long because you practically had that one in your hands, but just unable to get that one. So I can understand how it could be a little bit frustrating, but how it could also be a little easy to kind of brush off and move past that one, right? And now walk us through kind of the teamwork that we saw in games 2 and games 3. It looked like a lot of the passing lanes kind of opened up for you guys. What was the communication like, being able to create these plays really to perfection almost?
Well, a lot of it is just calming when to get in and out of the play. So when I can get in the play, my teammate's out, so we don't have to worry about it going over our heads and just ended up in a goal. Also calming a lot of demos, calming when we're like trying to demo, because then if we demo one of them, that opens up so much space to get that pass through, and just we had countless passing shots, just pass, bang, goal.
Love to hear it, right? Well, congratulations on the win. Is there anything else you would like to say to the chat, the viewers, your team?
Hi, Mom. Nice to see you. Nice to see you in the chat. Thanks for watching. And everybody else, thanks for watching the stream tonight. That's all I gotta say.
All right, well, there you go, everybody. Congratulations on the win. Rocket League now looking forward to their playoff run here. Thank you so much for joining us. I believe we have some streams coming up later in the week here, so stay tuned for that. And thank you so much for joining us.